Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Creature Comforts Brewing Company out of Athens, Georgia. This is part of their Athena Paradiso series, which is their fruited Berliner Weiss series. This one has cranberry, raspberry, and tart cherry, and it is 4.5 ABV. So I don't know that I've had any of these Paradiso cans before, but I have heard pretty good things. I know there's a lot of breweries that are making good kettle sours now, but I heard good things about these Paradisos for a long time. So I am somewhat intrigued by this, just because I feel like they were one of the first breweries that were doing like these canned fruited kettle sours. So as you can see, it pours a really nice, deep, dark, ruby red color. Very, very hazy. About a fingers and a half worth of a slightly pinkish hued head. Okay, that's what I thought. Just want to make sure what I was smelling made sense as far as the fruits. So I'm definitely getting the tart cherry and the raspberry. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm getting cranberry, but cranberry usually doesn't have... Cranberry has less of a taste than those two fruits. It's usually just very tart. And usually raspberry definitely overwhelms cherry even, but in this it seems like a really nice balance. If anything, there might actually be more cherry than raspberry. It's interesting. There's something about the aroma that made me, maybe just because it was so fruit laden, that made me think that this was going to be like very tart, but it's really not that tart. I mean, it is definitely acidic, but it's less than, or it's like more tart than base water, obviously. But it's not. It's a little tongue puckering, but not very much. Which, in my opinion, is a good thing, because that would, I think this has a lot more longevity because of that. I could probably drink more of these because it doesn't have that wearing acidity. But the flavor is really nice. It has a ton of raspberry and cherry, but it's not like the flavor is very predominant, but at the same time, it's not super intense, and I think that might be because the acidity is dialed back. It's a pretty mellow beer in general, but you do get a little bit of a just a general grainy character, but it's not like that weird that really strong weird like cereal grainy character that you get from these sometimes. They can lean towards the butyric acid character. It doesn't really have that cereal kind of flavor, which is generally an off flavor. It just has like a general, grainy beer character. So I think they did a really good job with this. Yeah, I mean, it's still not completely fruit juice, which is good. It still has some beer qualities to it, especially the body and the carbonation are pretty appropriate. It's not thick like some of these ones that are basically literally more juice than beer. I honestly can't find one single thing to say negative about this. The only reason I wouldn't want to drink this at any given point in time is because I just didn't feel like drinking a fruited Berliner Weiss. Other than that, for what it is, I think it's perfect, to be honest. The blend of the fruits is good. I guess a negative might be that you don't really get I don't really get the cranberry, but to me that's just a negative for somebody else because I don't really like cranberry. So I would prefer it just to be raspberry and cherry anyways, which is pretty much what I'm getting. It's just really hard to have cranberry come through with those two other fruits that are definitely have more flavor. Usually the cranberry just adds like a higher level of bitterness and acidity, but I'm not really getting that out of this. Um, I got this in a box for a Super Bowl poll, so I don't know exactly what this cost, but I have seen them. I think people putting them up in like for cost groups and stuff. I think it's like $10 a 6 pack, maybe $12, or it's something really cheap and reasonable. So, um, in that case, I would definitely call this a buy. If you like the fruited kettle sours, especially if you want one that's like not too tart and is super clean and like zero flaws, and not too overloaded with fruit, just a nice refreshing fruit punch. This would definitely fit the bill for sure. So now I'm intrigued to try. I would like to try some more of these because this one's really nice. So yeah, this is definitely a buy for me. Another pretty good beer from Creature Comfort. I'm definitely a fan of theirs. But I think that's all I got in this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.